Hello, everyone. We are.
Oh, hey guys.
We are back. It's been a little bit. I've been sick. I'm still sick. It's awful.
Sick in air quotes.
Sick. Yeah. No, I don't think I have pneumonia or anything. No problem.
No, nothing like that.
No.
Or the flu.
So, recently we've been doing StarCraft. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
StarCraft II: Heart of the Swarm recently dropped. I played it, and I've been thoroughly disappointed by it.
I'm sorry to hear that, Dinosaur.
And I played a lot of StarCraft, and I said, yeah, I've had enough for now. And, you know, we wanted to do some other games. So, I decided that, you know, why don't we... I'm already doing Final Fantasy VII, but I'm kind of far along in that, and that's a solo run. And these games are, like, prime making fun of material. They really are. So I decided, why don't we do Final Fantasy XIII?
And, coincidentally enough, this is a game I actually played.
Yeah. I played this game a lot. I enjoy it. As much as I'm going to make fun of it, I really like it a lot. Like,
it deserves it, though.
Yeah, you know, not too long ago we had a discussion about it, and, like, we were just like, it's so stereotypical. But it works. It, like, embraces how stereotypical it is.
I mean, they have the typical, like, just characters.
Yep. They've got the comedic relief character who is black and uses guns, by the way. They've got, like, the badass hero character who calls himself a hero numerous times.
Yeah.
They've got the little emo bitch boy who I will be making fun of the most. It's all stereotypes, you know? But that's okay. And when did this game come out? This was like 2009?
Maybe.
Or was it earlier?
I'm not sure.
PS3 came out in 2007. And everyone...
Let's take a look.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can do that. I can't, because I have this on my screen. I guess I could use my other monitor.
You can hear it, guys.
I bet your keyboard isn't anywhere near as loud as mine.
Oh no. I've typed stuff in already.
Oh, see. It's easy for you. But
the mouse might be the only true loud thing.
I mean, this game graphically is still great.
Yeah, it is. Here we go. Japan, it was 2009 in the US, and elsewhere it was 2010.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's actually not that old. It feels older to me.
Yeah, this was like a spring launch. Christmas in Japan, spring in the States.
Yeah, not bad. And of course, I'm sure everyone knows there's a sequel, Final Fantasy XIII-2. Also a good game, but, God, what a tease.
You were so let down.
Hang on. So, spoilers. I'm going to give everyone 5 seconds.
Cover your ears, cover your ears.
Yeah, you know. Alright, spoilers. Final Fantasy XIII-2 ends with "to be continued." What is that bullshit?
What?
Alright, that's all I had to say about that. And it's a good game. Don't like, be discouraged. It's a really good game.
But
But just know that, you know...
That's what happens.
That's what happens. And I mean, Final Fantasy XIII-3 is slated for release, whatever. But still, it's annoying. I did forget to put subtitles on for the very beginning. But I solved that later on.
The 13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
I like how they try to act like the Australian accent is so crazy and exotic, by the way. Well, I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's on the other side of the world, but I don't really...
You would classify it as exotic?
No. Get, like, a really obscure accent, like... Or one that you don't hear about a lot, like Estonian or something.
Romania.
Romania is a good one, actually. I'd like to point out the and I didn't notice this, but one of my friends pointed out to me, like, when I said I bought this game, he's like, it starts out exactly the same as Final Fantasy VII. You're an unnamed soldier on a train. You want to overthrow the government, or, you know, just fight it. You have to battle, like, the military. It's pretty legit.
Isn't that really what they're all about, though?
You know, mostly yes. So, that's our main character. She's like Matrixy.
She's really kind of badass.
She is.
But grumpy.
There's Saz. He's our comedic relief black character with a chocobo in his hair.
Who doesn't love chocobo?
It's a baby chocobo, so that just makes it cuter.
So far, so good. They all want to fight. Good for them.
Already you get a glimpse of her character. She's not doing this to save anyone, she's just kind of doing it.
Just does.
Well, okay, here's a criticism of this game, and it's not so much criticism, it's just like they throw you right into the thick of things without explaining anything. And like, there's a lot of language that you're like, what are they even saying?
I don't understand.
Like when Sats was talking to that little kid, he's like, hey, I'm not OSC. Like, what's OSC? What is
that?
What? I don't...
Is that like a... I don't even know.
Exactly, you don't know. So, it's kind of like a jerk move, and, you know, if you replay the game, which is maybe what they want you to do, like, this makes
more sense.
Yeah, it makes so much more sense. But it's a long game, like, this is going to be my, like, 4th time playing through it again. I'm a nerd.
And then even, like, how they reveal a little bit at a time.
It's
like,
still confusing.
What a is.
Yeah.
What a Fal'cie is.
You're still just kind of confused. Or, I know I am.
So much reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna show off, like, they keep a log of all the events that happen. And I'm gonna show it off sometimes, not like every episode. But it's good as a recap to, like, know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because a lot goes on. So that was all just the opening cutscene, by the way. It's pretty long. And we're going to get our first taste of the battle system. I skip all the tutorials because I know what I'm doing and I can explain it very easily because it's very simple, to be honest.
And here it comes.
Yeah.
Hey, let's be rational now.
I don't think a giant bird plane is going to listen to you.
Watch and learn.
I don't really care for the fight system.
I don't either. I mean, it's so simple that it's almost insulting. So, it brings back the ATB system, which, you know, it was in, like, Final Fantasies 4 through, like, 9. So, you know, your characters charge up. But here's the thing. You only control one character. In this case, it's Lightning. And you just pick auto battle. Like, the game does everything for you.
Yeah.
There are some points where you'll want to decide what your characters do. But for the most part, it's just tap, hit X. A lot. It's not even like a cool rhythm game.
We know how well you do at rhythm games.
I do very well at all rhythm games except for Parappa the Rapper. Because that game is...
That was a fluke.
That game is really hard. I don't know why. So like, look at her. Like, she's just doing like backflips and like grinding down rails and everything.
No big deal.
And there's Saz.
I don't want to die.
Not exactly graceful. Unlike his bird.
Mistake. Won't give up.
So, welcome to the second fight of the game. It's the exact same as the first. You're fighting the giant bird plane ship thing with circular saws for hands.
It's not a whole lot of fun, really.
No. I mean, the battle system also doesn't really open up until, like, Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Right now, all you can do is attack. That's it. but I think I used an item in this battle. That's exciting, right? Yeah, I think so. For reference, this is all pre-recorded. I played this already, guys. Sorry, it's not live. It's just easier that way.
Sure.
Oh yeah, so he's gonna use Wave Cannon, and I'm like, oh no, that move could actually hurt. So I use a potion, and everything is fine.
Yeah, but it really doesn't do as much damage as expected.
No. I got 5 stars.
Look at that.
There's a whole bunch of data there, and I think I leave it up on purpose to kind of try and explain it, but I'm not going to.
Aww.
Okay, target time. You want to try and beat it under that time. There you go.
Spoils. Things we win.
Exactly. And this has been a problem in all Final Fantasy games, but do you really expect a girl with a sword and a guy with like 2 pistols to destroy that thing?
Hey, they had a chocobo.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And are you saying that girl cannot kick that boss's ass?
She could kick multiple asses simultaneously, I'm sure. Plus, she's got a cool Transformer sword.
Yeah, it's like a gun sword.
It is.
I mean, you are
It's way cooler than the gun sword from Final Fantasy VIII.
You were trying to stop the purge. Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
And she has a fun
Where do you
haircut.
think you're going?
Yep.
Hey. Chocobo, you just can't catch a break, can we?
Does the chocobo have a
That's a
name?
good question.
I don't think it does. I don't think it ever gets named, like, in the entire game. I could be wrong,
We're getting too
but
old for this.
I don't think so.
So we're in the hanging edge.
Right. The other complaint about this game, like, in general, is how linear it is. I mean, in most Final Fantasy, there's a lot of exploring, like, a
Yeah.
lot.
This not so much.
No, it's go. You're where you're going. You're going. That's it.
Yeah.
There's not much off the beaten path. So here's where I'm like, I need to put on subtitles because we talk. So subtitles on. Menus, guys. Menus.
Look at it. Pretty.
I mean, at least we've got like cool portraits and stuff. And something that's really going to bother me is that anytime there's something new, it puts like an exclamation point up in the
Yeah,
menu.
that irritates the hell
And I'm
out
like,
of me.
I have to look at it.
Until it's all gone.
Yeah, I show off a bunch of stuff here. You know, their equipment, our items. Right now all we have is potions. Key items. The Gravcon unit is what allows lightning to be all matrixy, I guess. There's the map. And did you see that? I like exited inventory, and then I had to go back to it because the exclamation point was still there.
This is what I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
where they explain everything.
I leave it up for a decent amount of time so you guys can read it. I'm not going to read this to you. I'm sorry. I'm sick.
And I'm not reading, because I don't love you.
That sounds about right. But again, it's just kind of like, it's nice in the sense that because you have no idea what the hell is going on, you can look at that.
But then, half the time, I feel like, no, I don't want to take the time to read that at all.
That's also true.
I want you to tell me what's going on, story. I don't want a story within the story, unless it's being acted out on screen.
So you don't want an Inception video game, is what you're telling me.
I don't want a what?
An Inception video game?
Are you talking about the movie?
Yes.
No, that's rad, because they're actually showing me what's going on. This, I don't want to have to take the time to read it.
That's true. But, I mean, come on. How spoiled are we? In old games, you had to read everything. There was no voice
That's
acting.
fine. That's different, because it's like dialogue and like important signs and clues. But this is just like kind of like backstory, but not.
Yeah, it's like, if you're interested, check this out, but you probably should so you understand what everyone's talking about.
Right.
So, I mean, we're at the hanging edge. Like, what's the hanging edge?
I don't know.
Exactly. It's just kind of like you're thrown into
I mean,
it.
I wish they put more in the actual, like, story itself.
I mean, the intro was cool as hell, but it didn't really tell you anything. And like, even the battles, like watch this. What's that? Stagger? Isn't that cool? You don't know what the hell that is. It happens in like 3 battles, but they don't explain it until like.
If you do the tutorial, though.
No, because there's a stagger tutorial, but it's like 10 battles from now.
Yeah, that's true.
So, all we really can do at this point is run forward and get into fights. And, in between, like, it's kind of cool to look around because there's like a full-blown war going on around you. But, you don't know why. I know why. Megan knows why, but like, for a first-time player, you don't know why. And I guess that's supposed to be like the motivation, where you're like, what's going on? I need to learn.
It's really, what's driving you, I guess, to keep playing.
I mean, there's not even that much characterization yet. You're like, at least Lightning's a badass.
That's very true. With a cape.
A half cape. And a pouch tied to her left leg.
Yeah.
So, she doesn't say anything because she's a stone cold killer, but Saz is just like griping about stuff the entire time. There he is back there. I took a look at him on purpose. And like, stuff like this, I don't.
Get purged, I get. But taking on
What's the purge?
Better to die than get sent to Pulse.
What's Pulse?
It's hell with the brimstone.
Apparently Pulse is hell without the brimstone.
What is happening?
That sounded too bad, because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey!
Oh, hey, she's not going to listen to you.
Nope.
Yeah, huh?
So, they're dogs. But like machine
Sort of.
dogs. With laser nails. Or neon light nails. I don't really know. They're called Pantherons, though. Or Pantherons.
So are they like panthers /
Onions?
naked mole rats? Because that's what I'm kind of envisioning right now.
I can see that. I just said onion because of the panther and then the ON at the end.
Right.
I was trying to get it from the name while you were going for the imagery.
I see what you did.
So, our spoils were a wicked fang. I don't know how you pronounce this word, like reagents? Reagents? There's stuff that you get to improve weapons and sell for money. Because you don't... Yeah, I get a little befuddled by the camera here. I'm like, where are the stairs?
What is happening right now?
I got stuck, okay?
I think I ended up going backwards. Until I'm like, wait a minute, I can't go any further, what just happened?
And then you're like, but there's a yellow arrow on the map. I guess I should go that way.
And then there's this whole, like, auto-jump thing.
Yeah. It's like, they kind of turned it into a They didn't turn it into a platformer at all, but you have to jump at some points, that's all.
Right. But you had to do that in 10, didn't you?
Yeah, there wasn't really an indicator, though. It was just kind of like...
True. It just kind of happened.
They did it in 10-2, but 10-2 is like the black sheep of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about 10-2.
Okay, we won't. Although Final Fantasy, I didn't like 12 either.
No, I didn't like 12.
But...
And 11 was what, the online thing?
11 was online, as is 14, so...
Does anyone still play Final Fantasy 11?
I have no idea. I don't even know if it's still, like, online. I think it is. But it seems kind of silly to have like 11 and then release another online one in 14 and have them
True.
both up. I don't know. So we found an iron bangle. Bangle?
Bagel.
Bangle? Okay. I think I went through the same thing in Final Fantasy VII where I was like, I don't really know how to pronounce this word. Bangle? It's bangle.
It's like a bracelet.
Yeah. So, oh, look down there. There's people fighting a thing.
Oh, look at that giant thing.
Look at that giant thing. Just absolutely mauling 5 people. So, anyways, as I was saying before we saw the giant thing, the Iron Bangle just increases HP by 50 points. I put it on Lightning because she had less initially than Saz. Makes sense.
Indeed.
So, right now, our abilities with Lightning are Attack and Blitz. Blitz is an AoE attack, so if there's enemies bunched up, she might use Blitz and hit all of them.
Hey, I was thinking about it when we brought up 11. At one point in time when 11 was coming out, they released like a beta disc with one of the video game magazines. So I got the beta,
So much for the element of surprise.
and it took up a huge chunk of my hard drive space for my Xbox 360, and then I couldn't get rid of it.
You couldn't delete it?
There was no way to delete it, at least that I could figure out.
What the hell? That's like dirty. I have never played like any MMOs.
It took up like a crazy amount of space too.
It's silly. Although, I mean, I kind of wanted to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I never got into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't want to play MMOs because they would take over my life.
I played City of Heroes, City of Villains, and then the Lord of the Rings online for a while.
I game enough as it is, honestly. It's like,
You don't need to add anything else to your life.
nah. So giant explosion, Saz falls over and Lightning's just like, no problem. I'm cool.
What do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
This scene here basically establishes her character. Like,
Yeah.
all the way. Magic.
I love this.
Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go.
The hell no! You're on the way out of here!
So what does she do?
Hit them.
She knees him in the stomach and then just like backhands him.
That might get us across. Right there.
And he's totally okay with it. He's like, let's just use that thing. No, I don't care that you just beat the shit out of me.
Looks that way.
We're cool. I won't take it personally.
Like, that's Lightning in a nutshell for now. She does not give a shit about like anything.
All right. You leave this.
She's like, this guy's been helping me like destroy a train and like a giant flying war mech. I'm gonna
But
ditch
did he
him.
really do that much?
I'm gonna ditch him at a moment's notice, or at least try to. And when he's like, wait, no, I'm just gonna beat the holy hell out of him.
I really don't think that he did all that much.
He's kinda useful.
Kinda.
He's shooting stuff. He's comedic relief.
True, and he does it in really cool poses. Did you ever notice how he fires his gun?
Yeah, he's like doing behind the back, standing on one leg. And like, he's kind of needed at this point. Like, if your character, I mean, obviously, you know, you want more than one character, but if they were just two, like, badasses like Lightning, you might be like, I don't know, I'm not as into it. Because there's no, like, friction, I guess is the correct word to use. I don't know. Hooray! 5 stars.
Another battle won.
Actually, this is it for episode 1, guys. I try to keep it like 20-25 minutes because
There's a lot.
there's a lot. This one, there's less gameplay because the intro movie is like friggin' 10 minutes long.
I didn't realize it was as long as it actually was.
It's really long. But what do you know about Final Fantasy 13 so far? From the first 20 minutes?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. You know lightning, you know Saz, and you know a lot of words that don't make sense yet.
Like Purge and
Fal'cie
and
Pulse. It's like, I don't... So, what...
I know I have a pulse.
I have one of those too for now. I'm still pretty sick. Let's try and keep the pulse going.
Keep that going.
Yeah. But that was episode 1. And to be honest, you don't know shit yet.
Nope.
So what does that mean?
You haven't begun to learn.
That means you just gotta keep watching.
Please.
Sorry. I mean you don't have to, but you should.
I'd like it if you watched.
Yeah, I mean if you haven't played this game before, or even if you have, I know a lot about it. So, you know, I might be doing some things that you're like, hey, I never noticed that, or you're silly. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, exactly.
So, thank you for watching that episode. I would ask what you learned, but we didn't learn shit. We really didn't.
Not yet, nope. Nothing.
So feel free to check out our Facebook and you know, I really wish that you could just type in facebook.com/Dinosaur and Megan, but there's a whole bunch of numbers after it.
Yeah, one day when, you know, if we get enough followers,
so what you do
we can fix that, so follow us.
Yeah, so what you do for now is go to facebook.com and search for Dinosaur and Megan. Make sure the and is an ampersand. Very important.
Or we'll put that fun little link right below us here.
Always. That's always there. Except for in the first videos where we didn't have it yet and I was lazy and didn't go back and put it in.
And yeah.
So thanks for watching, guys. Next time you might learn more, but you might not. To be honest, the beginning of this game just doesn't teach you anything.
It takes a while.
It does. So, we'll see you next time.
So, like, watch us 10 episodes from now.
Yeah. But watch these ones, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.